What if I told you that you're measuring your content success completely wrong? Most content creators obsess over views, likes, and shares. But there's one metric that actually matters. The metric that shows which of your articles your audience loves so much that they're willing to give you their email address in exchange for it. I'm Jeff Sauer, co-founder of Measure You, and my guest today is Andy Crestodina from Orbit Media. Andy is about to show you a simple method using Google Analytics and AI to find your true content goldmine. And that is the articles that don't just get views, but actually grow your email list. Because here's the truth. The content that converts visitors into subscribers is the content your audience is voting for with their fingertips. And once you know what articles those are, you can drive more traffic to them and watch your email list explode. Let's jump in with Andy to show you how it's done.
What is your top performing content? What's the thing that you've published that your audience loves the most? It's a really important question. Every content marketer should know. And I have a simple answer for you. It's the content that inspired your visitor to go all the way from the mouse to the keyboard and enter their email address. They loved it so much that they want more of it. I'm going to show you now a method to use Google Analytics with a bit of AI to find which of your articles grows your email list, converts visitors into subscribers, and that your audience, voting with their fingertips, said that they love more than anything else you've published. Let's jump in. I'm on a piece of content. This content has a call to action. And from any article on this website, visitors can subscribe. Okay, so the method I'm going to use allows me to do this analysis to find the pages that sent visitors to the thank you page, which is possible because every article is an opportunity to convert into a subscriber. You'll adapt this a bit if that's not the case on your site. If you've got a pop-up or something, this probably is the case on your site. But here's how it works. It's not in Google Analytics. This is a calculated metric. You're going to have to do a little bit of combining of data. AI is going to help. Here's the idea. If you've got a blog post that sent visitors to the thank you page, that blog post had a certain amount of traffic. Every visitor who went to the thank you page from that converted, and dividing those numbers, the number of times the visitor went to the thank you page from an article, by the number of views and visits and sessions on that article, you have the conversion rate. The percentage of visitors who viewed the piece and then hit the thank you page, right? That's the idea. Conversion rate. Total conversions divided by traffic equals the conversion rate. And that's what we're going to use as a proxy for love to find what visitors really were the happiest with, were compelled by. Okay, so I've got two different metrics in here. It's a calculated metric. We need data from two reports. The first one is the pages report. I've got everything you need on this screen. I'm going to walk through it with you now. You're just on the pages report. Go ahead, set a long date range because there's not going to be tons of data for most of us. You're going to need more data. More date equals more data. And then I'm going to add a filter to only show articles, only show my content program, only show visitors to the blog. So click to add a filter. And now page path contains /blog. That works because all my content is in a common folder. There's a directory, a folder, /blog. That's where all of it lives. Hopefully your site is organized in a similar way. Very helpful, very easy to do analysis if all of your content is in a common directory. Now, that's basically it. Apply the filter. I can export the report because this is it. It shows all the traffic, the number of sessions to each of these articles. That's it. Exports from Google Analytics, though, need a little bit of fixing before you should upload them to AI. I'm going to clean up this data by removing those top 9 comment rows. Useless. Anything else in here that's not necessary or helpful, like /blog, that's the blog main page. That's not the analysis I'm doing. I'm looking for specific articles. I also don't need all these other rows, right? These columns. These columns are just different metrics that are not useful to me. All I need is the article and the sessions. There it is. That's my denominator, right? That's half of my calculated metric. Next, I need people who moved from these articles to the thank you page. In other words, whenever the article referred traffic to the thank you page, that was a conversion. So now I'm back on the page path report. Okay. I'm going to set the same long date range. And I'm going to click the blue plus to add a secondary metric, a secondary dimension. And that dimension is going to be just the page referrer. These are the blog posts, right? These are the pages that sent the person to the thank you page. And I've got a filter to show only when the page path exactly matches the thank you page. Page path, that's like URL, exactly matches whatever the URL is of your thank you page. And I'm going to, of course, just look for blog posts. We did the same thing a second ago. Click apply. export to CSV. I've got another spreadsheet, remove the top 9 useless rows, remove anything else that you definitely don't need from this. There's also some columns in here I don't need, including the first column. Thank you, page. It's the same for everyone. Just remove that. And also, probably there's a bunch of very low traffic URLs on this spreadsheet. Cut all those out of there. If there's, it's going to be a lot of red herrings if you find pages that had, one visit and one conversion. It's going to show 100% conversion rate. That's not really enough data to do analysis here. Eliminate those. Now I've got it all. I've got 2 different spreadsheets with all my data. One is the blog post and the conversions from each. One is the blog post and the traffic to each. Okay, confession, I'm bad at VLOOKUPs. You could do this with a VLOOKUP. Many of you watching this are probably thinking, I could do this right now. Hold my beer. I can easily do this analysis. I'm bad at Excel. I'm bad at VLOOKUPs. I can't make a pivot table. But I've got AI, and AI can help me do this math, so I'm just going to use AI. Next step, upload these to ChatGPT or whatever AI tool you like. Here you go. I'm giving you 2 GA4 reports. One shows traffic to blog posts. That one has the relative URLs, by the way. The other shows conversions from those same blog posts into subscribers. That one shows the full URL, by the way. Shouldn't be a problem. Merge these into a single spreadsheet, joining the data as you would with a VLOOKUP. That's it. The uploads, the instructions, provide link to download. That's an important thing because anytime you ask AI to edit, manipulate, clean up a spreadsheet, look closely at it because it might have removed tons of the data. It goes through, it starts crunching through, gives me a link to download, take a look. That's it. That's all I need. That's the sessions and conversions. Now, right now, you could just make another column that shows the conversion rate. You're there. But because I'm already in AI, I'm just going to, and it already has the data, I'm just going to use a simple prompt to have it do the math for me. Using the merge data, create a bar chart showing the conversion rates of the top 25 blog posts. No surprise, the top ones are way higher than the lower ones. In the top 25, number 1 is like 2 or 3x the less effective ones. But this is it. You have it. It's in front of you. What magical data. You can see now exactly which of your articles is growing your list. Which of your articles inspires visitors to act. Which of them gives them so much excitement about your content that they move all the way from the mouse to the keyboard, which is like a million miles in digital, right, to get someone to give you their email address. There's such a thing as the content performance matrix. This was a quote from Larry Kim years ago, famous marketer. Everything you've ever done in digital was either a unicorn or a donkey. And our job is to find unicorns and make baby unicorns, those top performers. Now, if you put these on a 2x2, they might be the high and low traffic on one axis and the high and low engagement or conversion, key event rate on the other axis. And the ones with high traffic and high engagement, wow, let's make more of those. That's our job, right? These are the 10x performers. Low traffic, low engagement, no, let's not try that again. But what you just found frequently was the high engagement, low traffic articles. It's the ones that have high conversion rates, but maybe don't have a lot of traffic. The next step is obvious. Put on your traffic driving gloves. Do anything you can to send more visitors to those, right? Because you just found your best mousetrap. Now your job is just to put the best cheese on it. In other words, keep those in heavy social rotation. Put those on your homepage. Make a social media video to promote those. Put paid promotion dollars behind those. Add those to your email signature. Send those again. Just keep send that again as an email, right? Every time that gets shared, right, the visitors who see it are likely to convert and grow your list. Write a guest post for someone else and link back to it, right? That can drive referral traffic. Or maybe most obvious, just link to those from your high traffic articles. One internal link from your best cheese to your best mousetrap can grow your list. The hard part is finding where to put it. But now you know. You know exactly which of your posts is growing your list. Very effective way to find exactly the content that is the most effective and the most loved, triggering the most action by your subscriber, by your audience, and growing your email list.